What's up, YouTube? Low Budget Media Productions here, and today I have my updated Battlin Boxer deck profile. I know I did upload one of these right after World Superstars dropped, but that was not the optimal build. I had been really not paying attention to really what needed to be changed in the deck with the new support. So I ended up trying to adhere to the old version rather than adapt to the new version of the deck that needed to be played with the new support. So here it is, updated with the new support, or at least some of it, and the changes that needed to be made to it. Excuse me. And so I'll go ahead. This is the optimal build of the deck for this format. So 3 Glassjaw. Glassjaw is still one of your main monsters in the deck. When he's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, he adds a Battlin Boxer from your graveyard to your hand, and then when he's targeted for an attack, he self-destructs. He's still your 2K beater. He's still one of the best cards in the deck. So 3 of him, always a must. So in my last profile, I was playing no Shadow, but I was still trying to stick to the old version. But with the new version, you have to play 3 Shadow because of his amazing synergy with Lead Yoke and Glassjaw. If you don't know what he does, you can detach a Exceed material from a Battlin Boxer Exceed monster you control to special summon him from your hand, and you can only special summon 1 per turn. So he's really good. With him, you can compile like amazing boards with your 3 Lead Yokes and stuff. So 3 of him, really good. 3 Battlin Boxer Spar. If you control another Battlin Boxer monster, you can special summon him from your hand, but you can't conduct your battle phase for the rest of the turn. He's worded like Bahamut Shark, so where you can use him during your main phase 1 or during turn 1 where there is no battle phase. So he's really good for making your exceeds where the non-Battlin Boxer exceed monsters. So 3 switch hitter. He's your Wolf Bark. When he's normal summoned, you can special summon 1 Battlin Boxer monster from your graveyard, but you could only special summon Battlin Boxer monsters for the rest of the turn. After World Superstars came out, this card became a lot better because in World Superstars, Nova Kaiser was released, which increased his targets for summoning, well, I guess by 1, but still, Nova Kaiser is an amazing card, so it really gave you something else to summon off of his effect besides Lead Yoke. 3 Battlin Boxer Headgear. Headgeared, when he's normal summoned, he dumps a Battlin Boxer monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then once per turn, when he's in face-up attack position, he can't be killed by battle. Really good card. The main card of the deck. He triggers your Glassjaw. He dumps your Glassjaws or your switch hitters depending on what's in your hand. To start your plays, he gets your plays going. He sets up your graveyard. He's honestly just the best card in the deck. My favorite card as well. So 3 of him is always a must. 2 Veil. When you take battle damage, you can special summon him from your hand and then gain back the damage that you took. He's really good, stopping OTKs and such. He's also good with Headgeared. So since once per turn he can't be killed by battle, you just keep him out, dump something, and then you have him in hand. Then next turn they attack over him. They try to attack over him, like if they only have like 1 monster. So you take the damage, you special summon him. The next turn you go into whatever Exceed monster you need. So that's a cool combo. Then 2 Effect Veiler, because there's so many effects in the game right now that you do not want resolving against you. If the opponent resolves a Necroz of Trishula, or a regular Trishula, I guess, since now it's unbanned, Necroz of Brionic or Trivor, if they resolve that against you, you cannot come back, and you will automatically lose. So 2 of this to stop those effects is really necessary. So that is it for the monsters. 19 monsters. Now for the spells, 3 Rhoda, since it's a warrior deck. That's basically self-explanatory. I'm playing 3 Battlin Boxing Spirits. I used to play 1 of this, then I changed it to not playing any, but now I am back to playing 3. With the changes to the meta, or I guess the changes to the game period, the deck really needs this to add a bit more speed and power to the late game. If you don't know what it does, you send a card from the top of your deck to your graveyard, and then you special summon a Battlin Boxer monster from the graveyard, and you can only activate once per turn. But this is really good. because since Shadow, it detaches. Since you're detaching from Shadow, if you have an Exceed monster on the field, you detach from it, detach the material, special summon Shadow, activate this, special summon the detached monster, then you make another Exceed. That's pretty cool, but honestly, you just need the extra revival and power in the late game when sometimes you may be running low on resources, running low on monsters in the deck, running out of ways to resolve your Glass Jaw's effect to get back your switch hitters to make more Exceeds. So really, this is all it basically is, giving more, well, and it makes the deck a bit faster as well. 2 Dark Holes because your lead yoke can live through it, and then board clearing is really good. 2 Lance to protect your lead yoke and other monsters. Then you play 1 Foolish for Glassjaw, 1 Soul Charge because it's good, Raigeki, and then 1 MST because you don't want to be caught without one, just in case, because you never know what might happen, and then you don't want to like be caught without one. So now for the traps, I'm maining 3 Mind Crush. I finally got my playset, or my 2 to complete the playset. But the reasoning behind Mind Crush is that even though Necros have been slowed down a bit by Shurrit going to 1, it's still an amazing card, period. Just catches so many people, like, well, it can catch people off guard, but still, maining 3 Mind Crush is amazing. It's amazing against pretty much any deck because most decks do search some stuff, or you can read what they have in their hand based on the plays that they're making. So Mind Crush is just an amazing card. 2 Breakthrough Skill for the same reason as Veiler, you don't want certain things to be able to resolve against you. 2 Mirror Force because board clearing is really good. Warning, Torrential, Blowout card, Bottomless, Vanities, and Ring. That's it for the main deck. It is a 45 card main deck. Honestly, I don't know what to cut. You need the traps to be able to, well, you need that many traps in order to be able to survive against the meta decks. So that's basically what's causing a lot of the bulk in the main deck. So now for the extra deck, you play 3 lead yoke. If you don't know what he does, he takes 2 level 4 Battlin Boxer monsters. Then if any Battlin Boxer monster you control be destroyed, you can detach from him. Then when a material is detached from him, he gains 800 attack. So he is really, really good. He's your main boss monster. It's really hard for people to get over him. And then a really cool thing is that his detaching is at a cost, so it triggers Glassjaw, which is pretty cool. So 3 of him. I was playing 2 in my last build, but now I'm back to playing 3 because of Shadow and the amazing synergy that it has with him, because you can make huge boards of 3 lead yoke in 1 turn with your Shadow. So 3 lead yoke, he is your boss monster. 2 Nova Kaiser, he takes 2 level 4 monsters, he is generic. Then once per turn, you can attach a Battlin Boxer monster from your hand or graveyard to him as a material. Then he gains 100 attack for each material attached to him. And then when he's destroyed by your opponent's battle or card effect, you target Battlin Boxer monsters in your graveyard up to the number of materials he had when he was destroyed, and then you special summon him. So he is really good he's basically a themed soul charge for the deck when he dies. So that's really good. He's really good for recycling or going late game to make your other Exceeds besides Battlin Boxer monster Exceeds. He's really good out for getting Rangaminiad and Ptolemaeus with 3 materials, or 4 or 5 materials with Rangaminiad. So that's really good. Then speaking of Rangaminiad, he really, really good if you can like have him with 4 or 5 materials. Then you let him die, and then you special summon all the materials, and then you go into him with 5 materials, and that's basically a win condition. So that's a card. Rhapsody, Castel, 101, Exciton. This is really cool. Lead yoke lives through this, which is cool. Ragna Zero, Cowboy, Blade Armor Ninja. I took out Excalibur because I was really debating about either Excalibur or Blade Armor Ninja, but I really thought that since you don't really need Excalibur as it towers out, because lead yoke can become can get bigger than towers if he detaches 2 materials, then he'll be 33 with towers on board. So that's why you don't really need him, and this just helps with OTKs. I might change it back, but then the last cards, Ptolemaeus, Shark Fortress, and Constellar and Diamond. This would be Pallades or Durandal if I had one, but I don't have one at the moment. These are just really, really good. This helps with OTKs. Making a 3800 lead yoke attack twice is just phenomenal. And then this is for your matchups against BA and Dolls, so really, really good cards. Now on to the experimental side deck. I have 2 Max C. Really, really good just against Burning Abyss, anything really. The 2 other spaces, Book of Moon, Burning Abyss, thinking of taking that out. 2 Blackhorn of Heaven for Cleforts and other stuff. Burning Abyss, Tellers, 2 Mistake because just blowout card. This for Shaddolls and Burning Abyss. And then this for Necros and Burning Abyss and Shadows. This is really good because all your monsters are Fire Warriors, and really the only thing that you're going to be able to go into is Lead Yoke most of the time, or the only thing that you're going to really want to go into, and Lead Yoke is the same typing as your monsters, unlike Burning Abyss and Necros and Shaddolls to an extent. This is a really big blowout card. It means that Burning Abyss cannot go into their Dantes, and Shaddolls, if they have monsters on board, they can't go into fusions of a different type. And then Necros, they're restricted to only summoning spellcasters or warriors, which is also really good. So that is just a blowout card. That is all for this deck profile, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Please like the video, comment on the video, tell me what you guys think of the deck profile. I really want to hear what my few subscribers think of my this deck. And again, thank you guys so much for watching.